Hello guys, welcome back to another music theory and guitar theory related video. I realise I haven't talked about this specific topic as far as music theory goes, so I thought I'd do a quick video on it. And that is building chords, in other words, dissecting chords or understanding chords. Because basically what I'm going to talk you through is a set of formulas using scales to figure out what the notes are that go into basic chords, okay? So you might be at the point where you know how to play all your basic chords, your C, G, D, A, so on and so forth, but you don't really understand how they're constructed or what notes go into them, and you're interested in finding out. And this is going to give you that further understanding and that further knowledge to progress as a musician and as a guitarist. So to start off with, hopefully you can see this little kind of diagram that I've wrote out on this paper here. We're going to start with some little formulas, okay? So basically, you build/dissect chords by using a set of formulas, okay? For example, major is the first, third, and fifth note of a scale. Minor is the first, flattened third, and fifth note of a scale. Major 7 is the first, third, fifth, and seventh note of a scale. And finally, the minor 7 is 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, okay? So what I mean by note of the scale is, if you've already watched my kind of videos on like circle of fifths and stuff like that, this should be alright for you. If you don't, go and watch it or do a little bit of research on what the circle of fifths are, but that's what we're going to be using. So we're going to be taking the scales from the circle of fifths and applying that knowledge to this right here. For example, I've done a little example below here, okay? I'll go a little more detail afterwards. To keep it nice and simple, I've done C. So I've wrote out a C major scale, okay? C to C, no sharps or flats. And I'm just going to do a C major chord, alright? So I've circled the first, third, and fifth notes in that scale. That then gives me C, E, G. It spells keg, it's really easy to remember. So I now know that C, E, and G are the three notes, the triad that goes into a C major chord. That allows you to see on paper that now you know. For example, you might have wondered to yourself, oh, what's the difference between a major and a minor chord? It's the flattened third. So C, E flat, G would be the three notes that go into a C minor chord. So now you can see on paper in front of you the exact difference, theoretically, between a major and a minor chord. And all you have to do from there is take the knowledge of the circle of fifths. So say if you want to do a G chord, take the G scale, an A chord, take the A scale, write that out, follow these formulas depending on what chord you want to dissect. So say you want to do like a minor 7, so you'd circle the first, the flattened third, fifth, and flattened seventh, okay? If the scale already has a sharp in there, say like G sharp, and it says you need to flatten it, just take away the sharp, that's all you need to do, alright? But if it's just a normal note, like for example in this scale, E, it would become E flat. You see what I'm saying, yeah? So, this is really useful for that reason, but what I also recommend and what helps me and helps my students a lot is applying this knowledge to the guitar. So once you've sat there with paper doing all these writings out and all these workings out using these formulas and scales, get the guitar and go, okay, so there's the C, there's the E, and there's the G. Those are the three notes in that chord. Done. And you could do that for pretty much every single major minor chord if you really want to and you really want to be further with it. So that's my little breakdown and my explanation behind building/dissecting chords using music theory. I hope that this makes sense. I hope that you've understood it. I know I talk quite fast, but I like to do quite quick, short videos. That's the reason for that. But thanks again for watching. I've enjoyed doing this video. Leave some comments below and I'll see you in the next video.